Hello, this is quadratic equation lesson 1.1. In this I will continue with the concepts in quadratic equation. Next concept is sum and product of roots. Sum and product of roots. For example, if alpha and beta are the roots of quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0. Given the roots are given to you, alpha and beta. So sum of roots alpha plus beta would be equals to minus b upon a. Product of the roots that is alpha into beta, this will be equals to c by a. I am taking an example in order to make this concept clear. For example, our equation is x square minus 5x plus 6 equals to 0. Now we know that its roots are 3 and 2. We just calculated in the previous slide. Its roots are 3 and 2. Let's cross check whether this alpha plus beta minus b by a, alpha beta c by a written verified or not. Sum of the roots, this is 3 plus 2. Is it equals to minus b upon a? Let's check it. What is b here? If you compare this equation ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0, what you will get? You will get a as 1, b as minus 5 and c as 6. We are comparing the coefficient. A as 1, this is a as 1, b is minus 5 and b is minus 5, a as 1 and c is 6. Now is this equal minus b, minus of minus 5, what is a 1 is equals to 5. You can see that sum of roots are is equals to minus b by a. Product of roots p, 3 into 2 we know that, is it equal to c by a. What is c? 6 by 1 is same. So very important, once the roots are given alpha beta, sum of the roots alpha plus beta would be minus b upon a. Alpha into beta, product of roots will be equals to c by a. Another example I am taking, let's say equation is minus 2x square plus 7x plus 8 equals to c. This is the equation given to you. Let's say alpha and beta are the roots of this equation. We can straight away find the sum of the roots. Alpha plus beta, sum of the roots will be equals to minus b by a. Here b would be 7, a is minus 2. This will be equal to 7 by 2. That will be make the sum of the roots. Product of the roots alpha beta, this will be equals to p c by a. What is c? 8. What is a? Minus 2. Minus 4. So once we know the equation, we can always find the sum of the roots as well as product of the roots. Next is nature of roots. What kind of roots we have? If we can find the roots, what kind of nature of roots we can have? All possible types. For this we find the discriminant. That is represented delta, this delta triangle. This is equals to b square minus 4ac. For equation ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0, delta is equals to b square minus 4ac. If delta equals greater than 0, if delta is greater than 0, or you can say that, or b square minus 4ac, this comes greater than 0 in quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c, we will say that roots are real. They will be real number and distinct. If delta is equals to 0, or you can say that b square minus 4ac, that is the value of delta, equals to 0, the roots are real and equal. They will be equal. Both the roots will be same. If delta is less than 0, or you can say that b square minus 4ac comes less than 0, you can say that roots are complex. Complex roots means the roots which contain iota. This is say iota. Its value is equal to minus of root 1, which are not in our syllabus, so we won't discuss complex root. But negative of minus 1 square root is iota. I'm taking example in order to explain this. For example, if I take x square plus 7x plus 12 equals to 0. This is the equation I'm taking. Here a is 1, b is 7, c is 12. You can see that b square minus 4ac, this means equals to 7 square minus 4 into 1 into 12. This is 49 minus 48 equals to 1, which is greater than 0. So we can say that for this equation the roots are real and distinct. Its roots, we know that roots will come, the roots will be 3, minus 3 and minus 4. You can see that roots are real and distinct. Second example, I am taking x square minus 2x plus 1. Here if you find b square minus 4ac, that will be equals to minus 2 square. B is minus 2 square, b is minus 2 is whole square, minus 4 into a is 1, c is 1. This will make 4 minus 4 equals to 0. Here you can see that b square minus 4ac equals to 0. We can say that the roots will be equal, will be real and equal. Roots will be real and equal. And what are the roots of this equation? Its roots, if you find by factorization or by formula method, its root would be 1 and 1. Both two roots, both of them are equal. Next is third type equation could be like this: x square plus 2x plus 5 equals to 0. Now here you can find b square minus 4ac. This will be 2 square minus 4 into 1 into 5. A is 1. This is 4 minus 20. This is minus 16, which is less than 0. So here the roots will be complex. What kind of complex root will be there? You can find by formula. Roots, we know that this is equals to minus b plus minus b square minus 4ac upon 2a. This is minus 2, b is 2, plus minus this we have already calculated. This is minus 16, b square minus 4ac upon 2 into 1. Now this minus 16 can be written as minus 1 into 16 root minus 1 into 16. This will become minus 1 will become separate, root 16 will become separate. This is iota, this is 4. So this become 4 iota. This will become minus 2 plus minus 4 iota by 2. So one root will be minus 2 plus 4 iota by 2. Other would be minus 2 minus 4 iota by 2. This will become minus 1 plus 2 iota, minus 1 minus 2 iota. These will be two roots, and these are the complex root. These are not in our aptitude syllabus. So you should know that is the only thing. Basic must be known to you. Complex root where b square minus 4ac will be less than 0. Next concept is roots to equation. We know the roots, how to find the equation. We know that from equation to roots we have two methods. If equation is given, how to find the roots, we know that by factorization, splitting the middle number, or by formula method. But this time we will discuss how to form the equation from the given roots. Let's say if alpha and beta are the given roots of an quadratic equation. If alpha and beta are the given roots of an quadratic equation, the equation will be x minus alpha into x minus beta equals to 0. This is one method. X minus alpha into x minus beta will be equals to 0. This is one method. Expand this will get x square minus alpha plus beta into x. If you open the brackets, plus alpha beta equals to 0. Second way to represent it like this, x square minus sx plus p equals to 0, where s is the sum of the roots, that is alpha plus beta. You can see that this is sum of the roots. Alpha beta, this is the product of the roots. P is product of the roots, that is alpha and beta. So two ways. One is this, x minus alpha into x minus beta equals to 0, x square minus sx plus p equals to 0. You can form the equation from the roots in two ways. Let me give you an example. For example, if I say 5 and 6 are the roots of the quadratic equation. 5 and 6 are the roots. Equation can be found. First method is x minus alpha into x minus beta. X minus 5 into x minus 6 equals to 0. This will be the equation. You will get x square minus 11x plus 30 equals to 0. This will be method number 1 if you open the bracket. Method number 2, straight away you can find x square minus sx plus p equals to 0, where s is the sum of the roots. X square, what is the sum of the roots? Roots are 5 and 6. What is their sum? 5 plus 6, 11. 11x, product of the root 5 into 6, 30 equals to 0. So you can form the equation in two ways from the root. So we have two methods from root to equation, two methods from equation to roots. One more example from roots to equation. Let's say roots are given to you minus 4 and minus 5. What will be the equation? One method is x minus minus 4. You have to subtract x minus alpha. Alpha is minus 4 into x minus minus 5. X minus beta equals to 0. You will get x plus 4 into x plus 5 equals to 0. That is x square plus 9x plus 20 equals to 0. This is the one method. Second is x square, straight away minus some sx plus p equals to 0. Here s is sum of the roots. Sum would be minus 4 minus 5 minus 9 minus 9. Sum of the roots is minus 9 into x. Product of the roots minus 4 into minus 5 plus 20 equals to 0. So minus minus will get plus, x square plus 9x plus 20 equals to 0. That will be your quadratic equation. So that was all about quadratic equations, lesson 1.1. In this I discussed the remaining concepts of quadratic equation. You must understand this concept and try to solve the questions. Thank you.